here is Treebeard. Treebeard on the field, gonna do some work. Welcome to Command Point Middle-earth. My name is Enrique and this is the ladder. Today we are looking at Gurte. Gurte coming back from retirement. He's been playing a lot of Tower Wars lately and now he's playing the ladder again. He's doing a lot of games. He played a few games today and is back in the top 20, rank 15. Today he's playing against Ozegard. Ozegard is the Angmar player and top 42, very powerful and strong player. But yeah, Gurte the Lion is this is a warm-up game. It's a 23 minute game. It's going to be a very interesting game on Fort of Eisen. Before we go in there, we've got some stats. There's not a really hot streak. Hunter winning 4 games, La Puerta winning 4 games, and Yoda winning 4 games in a row. I lost yesterday to Yoda. I had a rough day. If you are new, if you're a low elo player, come join the arena. And just don't try to win, but focus on improvement. This is some of the lessons I would like you to learn. And you can also do that against brutal AI. Just make sure you don't get overwhelmed and that your brain is calm and is used to the situation and doesn't get scared and knows exactly what to do in what situation. That just means that you have to play a lot of games to get used to it. But don't go for the win. Just focus on the early game, spend your money, make some stuff. Climbers, we have Hoplite climbing from 416 to 53, Adapt from 468 to 181, and Cloud 1 350 to 83. We have the Ridder and Mr. Smog playing as rivals, but that's just 4 games. Charles the Maru and Hoplite and Brkhn. Not really long marathons, an hour and a half is actually kind of long. Maddox versus Ivan. And then we have the map meta, it's Westfold 11, Forts of Eisen 10, and Forts of Stockbrook 9 games. Alright. Yeah, that's been what the things that happened yesterday. I think I just chilled a little. I didn't play a lot. I was working. It's a work day for me. It's Monday and Tuesday. I had a few days off, but yeah, I'm building more websites. It's fun to build more websites and get a little bit better at it and understanding websites and programming stuff and everything. But yeah, wasn't very much on the arena ladder. Let's get into the Forts of the Ice. It's Gurte playing as the Elves against Ozegard playing as Angmar. And Ozegard doing a normal opener, 2 farms, then Rex probably, just like the Elven player Gurte will. He has his 2 militaries up. We're looking at Gurte. Gurte is one of the very first players who helped me getting better at the game. We developed the Gurte ranking together. Well, he developed it. I kind of made it digital for him to organize everything a little bit easier and better. And the Gurte ranking is a list of players who are, of all the players basically, and they are rated in buckets. So the best players are Aoi and Solus at the moment. They are ranked Dragon, and the lowest player are Goldfish. And that's you have all these kinds of tiers that pretty much Gurte, but I would say argue Gurte and I kind of set up the tiers. One of the greatest things that happening is that 2 days ago I became an Impala player. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of that Impala player. Here come the Lorien warriors. Gurte is trying to protect his base. He's not attacking with them. He is looking to clump them, but Ozegard is going for a very greedy 5 mils. And Gurte is just taking some space, getting his 4th farm out on the left side of the field. Just for some vision, I'm assuming, because this is a pretty vulnerable spot. But there are no units on the map for both players. Oh, there is actually a little bit of pikes that are taking down the warp pit, and here comes a little combo of Gurte. Gurte is using his units for harassment, for creeping, and look at he's going down. Right side of the map, same in the middle of the map, we have the same going on for Angmar, making a combo with pike and swords, and another battalion of swords units is out of the barracks. There's now 2 barracks ready, And here come the very first Lorien archers. A little bit of attack in the middle. Also got running away with his units, and Gurte very wary about the small size of this army. Realizes, oh, I probably should retreat because I'm gonna lose a lot if I don't retreat. Even though he had the opportunity to attack and get a lot of the resources. But here goes, all the archers are going down to the trample of these wolf riders. From Extro is joining the fray for the Angmar playing Osgard. And Gurte really needs to put some pressure on. Early game for Gurte is a bit defensive. He could have been a little bit more aggressive with it. But he is a lion, as the Gurte rank. He's a lion, and Osgard I think is a hyena. So the strength of both players is a little bit different. And here comes some wolf pack trying to deal with the pikes. There is some Extros trying to deal with the pike. Is stances being used? No stances being used. Osgard is lacking a little bit behind. Both players do not use any stances. Oh, bad trample by Osgard, losing his whole battalion of trampling wolf riders in the middle of the map. This fight is going to be in favor of Gurte with his group of melee units. And there is the reinforcers for Gurte, a few Elven archers in the middle of the map. You may hear a lot of these horns. That is because Osgard is summoning from the Thrall Masters all his units on the field. And there is a very big attack coming up in the middle of the map. And I think a tower is being built, a battle tower for some map presence and some safety. Top side of the map, Gurte is creeping with a few pike, and Gurte is very good, if you look at the bottom left of the map, to keep spamming units and keep building units. Every single time that he can, he's gonna send something. Big fight in the middle. Wolfpack is going down to the archers. Archers shooting down the armies of Osgard, and there is even a statue being built in the middle of the map. There's two statues in the middle of the map. Gurte taking some time out of his day to create a good outpost in the middle of the map. And these statues not only give leadership bonus, they are also creating the fear resistance, so no scaring away these units. And they're giving a beautiful discount for his infantry. This makes it so that his Lorien archers are no longer 350 but 336 resources. Which doesn't seem like much, but if you keep building units from that barracks, it will add up at some point. So it's a very strong building to have. And a very powerful way to keep pressure. This statue is recommendable for every faction that can make statues to make statues. Dwarves use it to defend their tunnels. Men use it to have freedom with their heroes so that Theoden can run around. Actually, Men of the West doesn't necessarily need leadership bonuses through statues because they have so many heroes that offer leadership. One of them is Theoden. Boromir and Faramir, if you level them up enough, they will give you some leadership bonuses. And at the moment that is there, the levels are higher. Aragorn gives you leadership bonuses. And at some point you have so many heroes that every battalion of units will have pretty much a statue there. And remember, leadership does not stack, so a statue with Theoden pretty much does nothing. However, the Elven player is one faction that does not have a lot of leadership. Elrond and Haldir do, but they are very expensive heroes and you need to level them. You need to level Haldir to get the leadership bonuses. So not very useful. Meanwhile, Gurte is in a very strong financial advantage by taking out all of the money and all of the creeps. He is, however, a little bit behind in the farm department. It's 710 versus 875 command point limits. That means that there's 3 farms more of income from Angmar. And here comes the leveling of the hero Haldir. Bottom side of the map, the cave troll being grabbed, and Osgard is a little bit paralyzed. He does not know how to deal with this. He does have a few units of cavalry. However, these units do not go into the base of the Elven player Gurte. I think that is a missed opportunity for Osgard. There is a lot of creeping being done again. Both armies are just staring at each other. Both armies are just saving money. I'm not sure why that is. There could have been a little bit more pressure, I'm assuming. I think end move could have been made, but I'm assuming that the eagle's nest is gonna get built, but there is a lull in the game. 4,000 resources being floating by Gurte. He is not building anything. Here comes the eagle, and here's the eagle being built. 1500, a giant eagle. But yeah, he can buy heroes, he could buy upgrades, he could buy pretty much anything, but maybe they're having a conversation together. This is very unusual. Gurte realizing that he is supply capped, he needs to sell a few of those units. You'll most likely see these soldiers go into the fortress to create some space. And here's the space, and here come the heroes, most likely. Left side of the map, a group of pikemen together with some extras are doing some harassment, trying to get a few of those tunnels down. You might even get a builder. The builder is not paying attention. Gurte's losing his builder. Ooh, almost lost his builder. Just build a wall hub very quickly. Then this cap finding a eagle, and they're like, nope, let's run away from this. There comes the eagle for Gurte, and this is gonna do some damage. Gurte now using his money. It's down to 1,000 resources. I think he was a supply block. That's why his resources climbed so high. And here comes the damage. A lot of extras for Osgard, the Angmar player. And the eagle realizes that and tries to run away from it. Very unique style of playing the Elves by Gurte. Usually you see Linden Archers, you usually see some Lancers, you usually see upgrades. But Gurte opting to go for heroes, I'm assuming. You usually see Ents even. Ents are not in the game yet, which is remarkable. There is Legolas. And there's Thranduil. Money well spent. And here's the siege. Missed it. The rock thrower, I think. The troll stone thrower. It's gonna do a lot of damage to the archers of Gurte, especially in combination with the summon. The summon is immediately dealt with by the alt-clicking command. If you ever fight against Angmar, be sure to use alt commands to destroy the whites. The whites will heal themselves if not dealt with. So focus fire the weights. Giant eagle needs some healing. The X-throwers are retreating again. And here comes the eagle. Going to destroy in one shot the stone thrower. Stone throwing focusing the elves, and they're doing a lot of damage. Next outpost being made a little well in the back of the base of the Elven player Gurte. Gurte sending a few units to the other side of the map and destroying most of the farms and mills with all these little battalions and groups, while being pressured by Osgard, but Osgard losing so many of his... Elves come to my aid. Haldir is dying. Ooh, almost died. And there is the eagle summon. 3 eagles now on the field. This is a Gurte masterclass, as they might say. He could have played maybe a little bit differently, but at least this looks like a very strong game for the Elven player. 3 eagles on the field. A lot of harassment being done. Osgard losing all his units and all his armies. There is now 2 heroes on the field together with Haldir. It's Thunderwheel and Legolas. Mirkwood archers made, Noldor warriors made, and these eagles are chasing the extras. This is a very difficult position for Osgard to be in, as a big strong elven army is in the middle of the map by Gurte. Gurte now pushing for the last little bit. He has no real way to destroying buildings, but here come upgrades. Here is another barracks, and I still do not see an Endmoot. Endmoot would really finish off the game. Also got upgraded his half Kingsman, and now has the Dark Wood, or the Dark Ranges. The Dark Ranges are a very strong counter against the Elves. Eagles. Grueling call being used, and another push coming in. Noldor warriors leading the charge. There is some sentinels, and there's Lorien archers, there's Mirkwood archers, and a siege extension is doing a lot of damage to these units. And yeah, the knockback by the siege is already doing a lot of stun work. Bottom side of the map, we have an eagle trying to clean up some of these mills, and Osgard is behind. He is on 700 command point limit. That means a lot less income than Gurte has with his melon trees. Gurte is on 3000 resources. One of the things you can do as a low elo player, if you want to learn how to play the game, is do not look at the main screen in your units, just look at the minimap. Just only look at the minimap and see how much you can build and how much you can play the game while your eyes are stuck on the bottom left of the screen. And it's like a challenge you can give yourself, like, okay, I'm going to play this game and not looking at the screen at all, but just looking at the minimap and trying to orientate my screen like that and know about where my mouse cursor is without actually looking at the main screen and the map. We're pretty much now looking at Gurte kind of playing with his food. There is the Endmoot, there is the level 2. Siege ends are coming up, and that would be the end of the game. As Osgard is holding on, very well done by Osgard to keep playing. You never know if you can create a comeback. Gurte now creating a beautiful wall of melon trees, giving him vision all over the map, knowing exactly where the units of Osgard will go. And Angmar is in a big bind. Now one more tip, if you are a new player, play Elves. Elves is the easiest faction to learn. It's probably the fun faction to learn. You cannot make a lot of mistakes. The archers are very powerful. And yeah, look at pro players playing the Ents. This is a very strong, easy to learn race. So don't take my example. I play a lot of Men of the West. Men of the West, very difficult to learn. You need to do a lot of things. Your units are very weak, and you have to play around leadership a lot with Men of the West. Here is the retreat away from the summon, and now the return. There is a valiant call, and the weights are being targeted down. Big fight in the middle. There is a lot of heroes for Angmar, and there is Legolas. There is upgraded archers for Osgard. Osgard doing a push back, and a statue is being built in the back to give some leadership, some extra leadership. But the Elves are fighting back. Elves are running back to push and pressure the Angmar player. There's no lances. This could be an easy trample. Almost nothing that would stop any cavalry though. Yes, and there is the upgraded Elven army way too difficult for the units of Angmar to deal with. There is some siege extensions where there is no siege. Ooh, that is a very strong hawk shot from Legolas. And as you may have heard, here is Treebeard. Treebeard on the field, gonna do some work. Legolas in the middle, not afraid, just keeps shooting everything, almost dying. Oh, Morkamir going down, Morkamir dying a little bit too forward. And here is Treebeard. Treebeard's gonna walk up, throwing us some rocks. Treebeard being shot at almost immediately. Yes, and this is going to be the end with the siege, with the upgraded units. For Angmar, behind a lot of money and command points, it's very difficult to come back. Finally, the lances are out. There can be tramples happening. The experience boost being used by Legolas, giving the archers some well-deserved experience. And here come a little bit of a push of Osgard to try and kill Treebeard. Didn't work. Arrow volley being used, and arrow volley doing a lot of damage, I say, but actually nothing happened. No damage done by the arrow volley of one of those ranges, and this is gonna sound like the end of it. Towers being built for Gurte to really lock in Angmar. The Eagle does a lot of work for Gurte, and Gurte is playing incredibly well. Power being used, and oh, the Spire shooting his Winter's Wrath on all these units, and Winter's Wrath doing a little damage, not a lot of damage, but nice try, nice combo. Back of the base, we have some lances destroying the level 3 mill of Osgard. And Treebeard is dead? Oh no, wait, Treebeard retreating, and there comes a new siege end. There's the surrender. Fine, Osgard. Well played, Osgard, against the Lion Gurte. This was a very good game by Gurte. Well played. And let's look at the ladder. Take a quick look at the ladder. We've got Awi first, Puero second, third is Maru, fourth is Andy, Mr. Smog is fifth, sixth is the King, seventh Ghost Boy, Solas is eighth, the Ritter ninth, Truck 10th, Charizard 11th, Empire 12th, Earnard 13th, Eternal 14th, PBR 15th, Gurte 16th, Gimli 17th, Mayshadow 18th, 19th is Mario, and Rotos is ending the top 20 as the Lion for today. This has been Come On My Love. My name is Enrique, and I'll see you on the ladder. If you like this video, and if you think this daily idea is pretty awesome to get a little bit of update of the ladder and arena and BFME2 Live, feel free to follow the channel and like the channel, like this video, subscribe to Command Point Middle Earth for more videos, and I will see you on twitch.tv if you want to follow the making of and the production of these videos.